Wayne from Dallas, Texas. What's up, Nathan? Hello. Good afternoon. Check it out. Guess who's not going to work today? It is raining cats and dogs, as we say. The real belly washer. I don't know if you can see, the sun's trying to come up. But yeah, we got rain overnight. They're expecting rain all day. Can you see? Well, good afternoon, Ben. I was just saying it is raining. Rain all day. Well, good afternoon, Genghis. Hello to you. Good to see you. Missed you yesterday. Maybe the day before. I'm not sure. But yeah, good to see you, Genghis. Hope you're all well there. I know you work. So yeah. What's your weather like? It's rainy here. we got a bit of a storm. I was just going to show y'all what it looked like, but I'm going to sit down. Give me a second here. It's easier for me to be sitting down when I do these lives so I can look at my notes. Yeah, how's everyone doing there? How's your weather? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, when it rains and I'm working outdoors, it just doesn't happen. Let me ask you this too before I get going. Is it too loud? I mean, I can hear thunder right now. You may see some lightning light up the sky. Can everybody hear me, or is the rain and thunder too annoying in the background? Is it too loud? This is a cold one here today. We got to minus 12 last night in some part of Scotland, Ben. Genghis, you love the song It's Raining Again? I don't know that song. You have to tell me, who sings that? Yeah, let me know. Is the noise too loud and too annoying? Because I imagine it might be kind of loud. Nathan, you like that song too? I'm going to have to look it up. It's raining again, huh? I know the song I Love a Rainy Night. You ever play this game? We like to play it on road trips with my family. I don't know if it's a game that y'all play, but so we'll just pick a topic. It might be songs about rain. And so then we just go in order and you have to name a song about rain. And then whoever can't loses. And we pick another topic, maybe songs about colors. You ever play that game? Songs about places. Somebody let me know if the sound is so bad that so you can't hear me, or it's just too annoying. But yeah, you're gonna hear some thunder. You're gonna maybe see some lightning behind me. It's supposed to rain all day. I can't go to work. You might think, oh, that's a good thing, not having to go to work, but it's not good for me. It's not good at all. I got this project I'm dying to finish on Wednesday. And I've already got one day of rain in. I've been trying to catch up. And now another day of rain has slowed me down. You hear that thunder? I got caught. Okay. I was being quiet so you could hear that rolling. It's still rolling. I can still hear it. Nathan says we can hear the rain, but the dulcet sound of your voice is clear. I keep getting a lot of comments when people subscribe. They're like, I like your voice. It's calm. I've heard that over the years. Maybe I should start one of those YouTube channels where you just relaxation channel. Maybe people are using my channel and just put them to sleep. I can be boring. But I guess this sounds okay to you. Ben says the rain isn't too loud. We can hear you. Okay, that's good. Now since we have that daily rain, we get wet, pop in spoons, toilet hand dryer, good to go. Pop in spoons, toilet hand dryer. Huh. That could be some slang I'm not getting. Pop in spoons, toilet hand dryer. Good to see you, Sean. Good to see you, Carol. It's always good to see all of you. Yeah, I missed you, Carol, yesterday. I know you're at the market. I hope you had fun. You gotta have an excuse not to clean, Carol. I'm glad about that. Just lay the bleach on, let it soak in. Yeah, let it give it a good soak. That bleach will clean it out to kill everything, make your work easier. Okay, so yeah, I'm already behind on my job. I'm dying to finish it by Wednesday. It's probably not gonna happen. And of course, Thursday I won't work. It's Thanksgiving. Nathan says there's always a valid excuse to avoid cleaning behind the cooker. Amen. You know, whenever I'm painting, I move people's refrigerators a lot to paint behind them. And whenever I do, it's dirty under there or back there. Who moves the refrigerator to clean back there? I don't. Maybe once a year or something, but I really don't. Most people don't. But they're always like, oh, I'm so sorry, it's so dirty back there. They immediately grab a broom and start brushing, start cleaning. More than anything, it just gets in my way. I just gonna throw plastic over that dirt and get going. But they're always like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm always like, nobody cleans back there. Don't be sorry. All right, I was reading a few comments. I missed somebody? Katie? Oh, Katie. Good to see you. Katy Perry. Famous Katy Perry. I'm just assuming that's you, right? The singer? Don't burst my bubble and tell me you're not. Are you a fan of Katy Perry, or is that your real name? You're like, I hate that. I hate Katy Perry. Stole your name. She's from Texas, by the way. I'm assuming you know who Katy Perry is, right? She's very famous. American singer. Katie says you're fine with Katie. No one ever gets your name right anyway. Yeah, rain. So, like yesterday, I'm pretty tired. I've been trying to catch up on work. Like I said, I worked long hours yesterday. And every day I cook dinner for myself and my son. So I run home last night, I cooked, and then I had a point to go back out and quote a big project, which I got, thankfully. That's good. That project will start in December. It's been your name since you were born. Yeah, that's good. I didn't know if maybe you used that name because you're a big fan and you were just like using that name as your YouTube name. I didn't think so. You're the original, right? I just hadn't commented on it before, but I was kind of hoping it was Katy Perry. Well, you're the original, but you know the other Katy Perry. I'm trying to talk louder than I normally do because I was worried about the background noise. But so yeah, I've been trying to catch up on work. I had to go out last night and estimate a project, and then I had some catching up to do. I had to do the research on this, on today's topic, which was a doozy of research. My papers are blown everywhere. I only got about 4 hours sleep last night. And I can't work today. which is fine, but it's kind of bumming me out because I got so much on my plate. I got so much to do. And starting Wednesday night and Thursday because of Thanksgiving. I'll be back. Ooh, you see that lightning in the background? Some of y'all might enjoy it, so. Well, there's the thunder. King says you like the Manchester video? Well, thank you. I may miss some of your comments. The light's kind of hard and I don't see so good. And the text are small and they're rolling by pretty quick. Y'all are chatting a lot. I love that. He paints it. Sean says, you painter, Wayne, you doing watercolors today? Yeah, I'm working outdoors. I don't always work outdoors. In the summertime, I usually won't work outdoors. I'll tell people, yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that in the spring or fall. Because, man, you can die out there. It's too hot. I'm too old. Like a thunderstorm, then, yeah. This isn't a bad one. We just call this a storm. Thunderstorm, it would be relentless thunder. It would be loud. It'd blow your ears out. This one's not too bad, just kind of a regular storm. You like the thunderstorm too, Katie? You never get a good one in Gateshead? Is that where you're from? I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm always interested in the places where, I'm interested in all the places. As you know, my channel's, that's the focus. I do other stuff, but focus is places. So yeah, I'm always interested in the places. Yeah, Sean, I know you talk a lot between yourselves. That's great. Yeah, I think that's great. I like it that you do. I try to see the one comments that are directed at me. Sometimes I miss them, so my apologies, but King says thunderstorm and horror movies. Like a hand in glove. Yeah. You know, I like to read horror, the genre. I don't really like horror movies. It don't really scare me because I just know it's fake. But if I'm reading, I can get really into it. I don't know why that is. Yeah, Carol, I see you post. Yeah, Sean says, ask a question, Wayne. We'll sort you out. Yeah, I'm going to need some sorting out with this topic today. And, yeah. You know, when you do research on the internet, I'm never sure if I'm getting quality information. Today's topic is very true of that. Very true of that. So I am hoping you can sort me out, Sean. I missed your slang words, Carol. I must have. I'm sorry. Yeah, like I said, they scroll by pretty quick. And it's really small text on the screen. Like I said, I don't see so good. So if I miss something, again, I'm sorry. Games you like reading better? Yeah, see what improves the imagination. Yeah, when you're reading, especially, you know, like horror, I love a lot of horror writers. Yeah, your imagination is way better than like a movie, at least for me. Sean didn't see the slang from Carol either. Maybe it didn't get through. Maybe it didn't. I don't know. I didn't see him either. The wind is blowing my papers around. It's a little chilly. I'm gonna get into the topic pretty quick. But yeah, I've just been so busy. You know, and this YouTube is like a second job. It's just stop apologizing. Sometimes I can't help myself. I'm sorry about apologizing. No, that was a joke. That was a joke. I'll stop. So, super busy, trying to catch up. Too many irons in the fire. And it's just going to get worse, you know. So yeah, today came out Manchester. That's the only video that's coming out today. I try to do 2 every day, but I reacted to these videos before I started painting this big project, and so I just scheduled them to post. And so I haven't watched any videos in a while. June suggested a couple, and they are going to be the next ones I record. But so Manchester came out today. That's the only one, and hopefully you enjoyed that. The 2 that came out yesterday did quite well. Got a lot of watches, a lot of comments, a lot of likes. Hopefully today's Manchester will too. King says you're gonna put the Brits to shame without apologizing. Well, I think aren't the Brits known for being pretty apologetic? I know that the Canadians are. The old saying is, if a Canadian bumps into you, they'll apologize. Like, whereas normally, let's see, what's the reverse of that? No, if you bump into a Canadian, they'll apologize when it's your fault. So they're kind of known for that. I thought the British were too. Okay, Sean says I got a little Brit in you. Apologize, it's like you. Yeah, okay, I think that's right. I think that's right. Yeah, Canadians kind of in the middle. Yeah, they stuck with y'all for a long time. They got a little Brit in them. A lot of them speak French up there too. French Canadians. Genghis just apologized. Y'all are making me chuckle. Which is good because I was bummed out this morning knowing I couldn't work. I love to work. Alright, so a couple of things before I get started. About that Manchester video. I see a lot of people commenting. I believe, Sean, you did as well, about Fred that takes down the chimneys. Some people are saying, oh, you gotta look him up, you gotta react to him. Listen, man, I've been a fan of the UK a long time. Y'all think I hadn't seen Fred in Manchester taking down chimneys? Steeplejack? I seen them videos a long time ago. I can't react to them because I've already seen them. I wish I could, but I can't. Fred's a legend. Yeah, I know. That stuff's been on YouTube for quite a while. And, I was already a fan watching videos about the UK. And, yeah, I've seen those. I watched a bunch of them. I watched a bunch of them. He's a character. Pretty entertaining. But yeah, I can't react to it because I'm already familiar. Hey, just something cool that happened last night. I saw an owl. It came right there and landed in my tree. I was standing on my porch. It was an eastern screech owl. I don't know if you know, but they're small. They're about the size of a dove. I've never seen one live before. I'm always fascinated by that. List of wild animals I've seen, it keeps getting longer. So, Carol can watch Fred if you have a fear of heights. I love heights. Of course, I work on ladders a lot, so that's a good thing. I like heights. It's fun. When I see a ladder, if I see a 30-foot ladder leaning up against somewhere, I always want to go climb it. But anyway, that's just a side note. Also, I noticed in that Manchester video, let me know if you've seen it. Yes, you have, huh? That lady Magenta Otter Travel, she says she won't try Mexican food in the UK. Y'all don't have good Mexican food? Somewhere you must. Then somebody told me in the comments she won't eat because she's from Texas. I don't know where she's from. Let me know if you know. Joe says she'll hold the ladder for you. I don't need anybody to hold it. I make sure that thing's not wonky before I go up, but then I go straight up. It's not the height that's scary, it's the fall. You know, knock wood. I've never fallen from a ladder. Now, I think y'all say knock wood or touch wood. We say knock on wood. Means the same thing. Sue. Good to see you. She liked the Manchester video? That's good. But yeah, somebody told me that lady won't eat Mexican food in the UK, won't eat Indian food in Texas. Well, I don't know where she's from, but man, the Indian food around here is top notch. We have a huge amount of Indians that have moved to the Dallas area. I can't say huge enough. I work for a lot of them. One thing about them is they're price conscious. They're picky about work. They'll always try it when y'all. I never estimated a job from Indian if they didn't try to talk me down on price. Now I won't do it. My prices are good. So I always say, yeah, no, I that's my price. But then they'll go ahead and hire you. It's just part of their culture that they try to talk you down on price. I feel like I think they think if they don't do that, they're getting taken. But once you get them as customers, they spread the news, man. You'll start working for all of them around that they know. I enjoy that. I like that. But yeah, to say she won't eat Indian food in Texas, that's crazy. She won't eat Mexican food in the UK. Somebody tell me, do y'all not have good Mexican food? I feel like surely there's got to be some. There's got to be some Mexicans that moved there and started a restaurant, or somebody from, Texas that has moved there and started a good Mexican restaurant. If not, let me know. I'm about to move there and start. I cook good Mexican food. Move there and start my own restaurant. But yeah, I never fallen off the ladder. Most painters, especially career-long painters, have. They got a story. Oh, the time I fell off the ladder. But I never have. Yeah, you don't know any Mexicans? Yeah, I'm sure there's not that many, but there's got to be one. There's got to be somebody that's like moved there and started a restaurant. You never seen a Mexican? I'll probably find you one if it wasn't raining. They're everywhere around here. They're good people, hard workers. A lot of Mexicans are painters. I learned a lot. I worked a lot with Mexicans over the years. There's one in Blackpool. Sean, is he the only one? There's one Mexican in Blackpool. It's the only one in the UK. Now they're hard workers. They're big into the painting industry. I don't speak Spanish, but I do speak work Spanish. I'm telling them to move the ladder over here. I know all the, pintura. That's paint in Spanish. I know all the work-related Spanish words. Haven't filtered to the UK yet, huh? Man, we got lots here. We got lots here. Taco Bell's Mexican, sorta. Sorta Mexican. I guess. Yeah, it's Mexican food, but y'all got Taco Bell there? Y'all don't got Taco Bell there, do you? You do have Taco Bell there. Hey, Grant, yeah, it's raining here. We were talking about that earlier. Yeah, it's raining. I can't go to work. Taco Bell in Blackpool never looks busy. Maybe that's why there's no Mexican food. Y'all just don't like it. Y'all like Chinese food though, right? Y'all have a lot of Chinese folks there running Chinese restaurants? I don't know. Taco Bell, yeah, y'all got Taco Bell. Taco Bell is here, it's like if you're drunk, a lot of them are open all night. If you're drunk, you go get some Taco Bell. Y'all probably got places like that, huh? There's a lot better Mexican food than Taco Bell. Used to Be a nice Mexican place in Greenwich. All shades of black. Well, welcome. I was just chatting with you. We were just exchanging comments this morning. Good to see you in the live stream. Roy, hello there. Good to see you in the live stream. I've seen you here before. Not many genuine Mexican places over there. Chinese on every street, John says. Yeah, I like Chinese food. Your Chinese food is different than ours. Y'all have chips with your Chinese food? I read that or saw that somewhere. That blew me away. Yeah, we don't have chips at our Chinese restaurants. If you try to order chips at our Chinese restaurants, they look at you funny like, what? Nah, no chips. So yeah. But I think some of the, y'all have orange chicken at your Chinese restaurants? That's my favorite dish. I love a nice orange chicken. So anyway, I'm gonna get into this topic, and boy was it confusing. But this topic today was inspired by comments that I've seen in my feed. As you know, I read all the comments. Struggle meal, curry, chips, and rice. Cheryl says, please do. Wayne, please do what? Oh, move there and start a Mexican restaurant? You know, technically what we have here is Tex-Mex. That would include Taco Bell. It's not authentic Mexican. It's a hybrid. So the Mexicans moved to Texas and adopted some of our goods, our products, to their food. And it became known as Tex-Mex. And that's really what we have here. We do have authentic Mexican food as well, but it's different. For instance, in Tex-Mex you'll find corn, but you won't find that in Mexican dishes. In Tex-Mex you'll find flour tortilla because they discovered flour in Texas and started using it. But you won't find that in authentic Mexican food. If you ever heard of enchiladas, that's Tex-Mex. That's not authentic Mexican. So that's really what I cook is Tex-Mex. That's mostly well, we have both here. But Taco Bell's Tex-Mex. No, y'all keep talking. Y'all keep talking, Shaw. You don't go silent. Then I'd be like, oh, they're all gone. Yeah, every culture changes. But I will try to get to the subject. That's what maybe Sean means. So yeah, this subject was inspired by people in the comments telling me, look up place names and where they come from. It'll help you understand some stuff. So decided to do it, and boy howdy. Some of these names and words, I probably can't say them, not correctly. So I'm sorry about that. Sean, while I see in the comments there, you know, I'm going to go ahead and announce what we've been talking about. And this is tentative, so, you know, something could happen. Maybe Sean gets busy. Thunder. Maybe Sean gets busy or something, but on Thursday, he's going to take over my channel. He's going to take over my live stream. I've invited Sean to come on as a guest host, and I pick a topic of his own choice, whatever he wants to do about the UK that I should know. It's going to surprise me. I won't know ahead of time, and I'll let him host, and I will just ask questions as we go. So I'm pretty excited about that, and you know, Sean, thank you, sir, for agreeing to do it. So we'll be together on Thursday, Sean and I, if everything goes well. We still got to do some checks. We still got to do some talking. And of course, Sean, if something comes up and you can't do it, I will understand. So I'm excited about that. Coming Thursday, Sean takes over my live stream. So hopefully that'll be fun. I may stop reading the comments out loud, but oh, Brian. Good to see you, Brian, from Leeds. Because I got to get to this topic here. But I do like reading and commenting. Place names. Now, Sean, I know, is it by Chester? Chester Roma origin, Grimby's, By is Nordic origin. Am I saying by Chester right? Yeah, we don't normally have rain, Brian, but it is raining here today. And yeah, pardon me for some of these pronunciations I'm about to attempt because I've only seen them on paper. Don't know how to pronounce them. But so, I looked up this word. Have you ever heard this? I don't know if I can say it. Toponomastics. It's the study of place origin names. So I see on this. Is it just pronounced Vista? Yeah, Edinburgh. Edinburgh's hard for me to say because we have Edinburgh, Texas, and I used to live there, and it's pronounced Edinburgh. That's the proper way to say it in Texas, Edinburgh. If you call it Edinburgh, they'd be like, what? Edinburgh. So imagine you lived in a place called Edinburgh, spelt the same way, and then you have to try to say Edinburgh. Or imagine it in reverse. You're from Edinburgh, then you move to Edinburgh, Texas, and you got to say Edinburgh. It's hard. It's hard. I fall in and out of it. I try my best. So, anyway, so I started looking up this stuff, and boy, howdy, there's a lot to see here. So some of your names I found are Celtic names that often refer to natural features. Some of your names are Roman names that frequently end in Chester, from the Latin for camp. If any of this is wrong, let me know. It's just internet research. I don't know how reliable. Some of your names are Old English names, contain elements like ham and tun, meaning home and town. Some of your names are Old Norse names, place names I'm talking about. They're often end in by, like someone just said in the comments, meaning settlement. So Celtic names, like the Thames and Avon, the Thames meaning water, Avon meaning river. Towns like Dover, meaning waters, are of Celtic origin. Pin, meaning hill or headland, as in Penrith, also of Celtic origin. And Combe, meaning valley. Some of your places end in Combe. Again, I'm not really reading the comments so much because I just can't right now, but I'll try to look up every so often and see if I'm saying these wrong. Okay, so Roman origin examples like Chester or Castor indicate a Roman fort or camp. I didn't know any of this stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to get in. So I looked up specific, okay, and also Old Anglo-Saxon place origin names, or Old English. Did I say that already? Like Ham, meaning home, Tun, meaning town, or ford, meaning river crossings. Examples like Birmingham, Southampton, and Oxford. And things like Sussex, Essex, and Wessex are derived from the Anglo-Saxons or from the Saxons. I'll try to see some of these comments, but it's really hard for me, but I do appreciate them. But just know, I realize I'm probably getting some of this stuff wrong. You can let me know in the not live comments. I'll read those if you need to. If you said something here and I missed it, let me know later. So I looked up some of the, I couldn't look up every town or every city, but I looked up some of the ones I've already reacted to. And I'm just going to roll through those pretty quick here. So Whitby, which I've reacted to, and Derby from the Old Norse for settlement because they end in B. Also Thorpe, meaning village, like Scunthorpe, maybe. Okay, so some of the towns that I looked up. So Manchester, it says founded by Romans. Originally Mamakium. I'm not good with pronunciation to start with. I don't know why I picked this topic. I'm killing myself when I'm doing this. Derby is Darby. Darby, you say it Darby, did I say it wrong? Sorry. I'm reading, I never heard it said. Middlesex for the undecided, okay. Yeah, y'all chat amongst yourselves. Okay, Manchester. Manchester is a combination of two words, both hailing from Common and Brittonic, an ancient Celtic language spoken in Britain. The first word, name, meaning breast like a hill. The second word, caster, or Seaster, meaning fortification or old city. So they put those two words together, meaning a Roman fort. The fortification built on a breast-like hill. Is there a breast-like hill in Manchester? I guess there is. Most Bromies drop the H in Birmingham, so Birmingham. That makes sense. Again, we have Birmingham, Alabama, and they say it Birmingham, so I'll try to get used to it. It's hard. Say Derby with an A instead of an E. Okay, Darby, sorry. Yeah, I know, I just did myself wrong picking it. I knew I was like, I'm going to slot all these words and offend everybody, but just know I'm trying. I love your country. I'm trying. I'm trying so hard. I saw somebody in the comments tell me that rain's picking up. Tell me that Wells is pronounced like the fish, not like the thing you dig. I say both words the same. I was asking my son, I was like, say these two words. He said them. They're both the same. I kept trying to say them different. Wells. It's just my accent. I don't know if I'll ever get that right. I don't know how to say them different. So I apologize. I don't think I can say those two words different. Wells, like the fish. Wells, like you dig a well. That rain is picking up. Is it getting too loud? I know you don't get offended, but I wish I could say them right. I love the country. I wish I could. The wind is picking up. I'm getting a little spray mist. I may hurry through this. Okay, so I looked up York. It says it's Britain Celtic, place of yew trees. The Romans Latinized it to Eborcum. Then the Anglo-Saxons changed it to Euphoric, meaning wild horse settlement. Then the Vikings made it Jorvik. I want to make that J an H now. We call it Horvik. That's from Spanish, but I think it's Jorvik. But the modern name evolved to York. Like I said, I looked up the places or cities that I've reacted to. London, it says, originally Londinium. The theory is the Romans adopted an existing Brittonic place name, possibly from a pre-Celtic word that means something like wild place, or name for a river that's too wide to ford. Sorry. Sunderland, which comes out tomorrow, by the way, as well as my reaction to Who Are the Macrams. Sunderland is Old English, meaning private land or land set apart or detached land. Let me know if I'm wrong, but that's what I found. Liverpool is Old English, meaning a pool or creek with muddy water. Is that true, Carol? Is it Mercy Muddy? Am I saying Mercy right? I don't even know. Mercy? I'm sorry. I'll stop apologizing. You told me to. But that's what I found Liverpool meant, Carol. Bristol, Old English, meaning place at the bridge. Edinburgh, or Edinburgh. Old Celtic, meaning fortress of Eden. I know I'm slaughtering these words. Leeds is Old English, meaning people of the fast-flowing river. Now, Newcastle seems self-explanatory, right? But it says that it comes from the Latin for novum castellium, previously known as an Anglo-Saxon city named Monkchester. So I guess they built a new castle there and they changed the name. Let's see what else I've got here. Okay. I looked up the Cotswolds because I've reacted to it. It says it's from a couple of words, they think, meaning sheep enclosures, cots, and hills, walls. But also said that it could be from someone's name, like someone named Cod, meaning Cod's land. Oh, I got conflicting reports there. Cardiff. Oh, my cat's trying to get out, sorry. Cardiff is Welsh for fort on the river, is what I found. Cornwall is a hybrid of Celtic tribal name, Cornovi, and Old English Wellis, I don't know, meaning the foreigners of the horn-shaped peninsula. And that the Welsh version, the Welsh people were foreigners to the Germanic-speaking Anglo-Saxons, and they used it to describe the Celtic Britons as foreigners. So that's where it came from. I'm sorry, I'm not really looking at the comments right now. You mentioned the map men, Sean. I've heard of that. I'll try to look it up. Okay, so Durham, Old English, a combination of Old English and Old Norse. The Old English word dun, meaning hill, and the Old Norse home, meaning land surrounded by water. I get that. It's surrounded by a river there. I tried to go through those quickly. I know I kind of slaughtered some of those words, so I did my best. Plus my accent makes it hard. See, I mean, up north, they'll be like, what? Hard to understand for other Americans sometimes. A few new people joined today. I always appreciate that. I'm probably going to roll out of here in just a few minutes. I don't know, 10 minutes or so. Just because it's raining, it's getting windy. It's tough to be out here. I kind of rushed through some of that research. I was up for hours last night doing this research. It didn't take me that long to get through it though, did it? A couple of things we were talking about yesterday as I move on. And I know there's a lot more. I only looked up a few cities that I've already reacted to. But it did give me a better understanding of where some of these place names come from and the influence of other, you know, the Vikings, the Anglo-Saxons, the Celts. It gave me kind of a better understanding, which is what I think some people have been yeah, I know, Sean. Well, I recorded the Macklem, you know, a week ago, so yeah, I've been talking about it. But it comes out tomorrow, I promise. And my reaction to Sunderland. Okay. Brian says none of you know any of that. I had a lot of people in my comments telling me, like, you gotta look up place names. And that's what inspired this live stream today. Yesterday in the live stream, I was wondering why y'all have turkey for Christmas, which we have on Thanksgiving. So I looked it up just to follow up about talking about that on yesterday's live stream. I found that the royals started eating turkey. King Henry VIII was the first royal, and then Queen Victoria popularized it for royals to have it on Christmas in 1851. And then, but at that time it was just the royals that would have it for Christmas, and the regular folks like you and me would have goose. But it became affordable for the masses after World War II, and you started adopting for your Christmas dinner. Oh, Katie, I'm sorry. Katie wants to say thank you all for keeping me occupied on the anniversary of your hubby's death. I'm sorry. I'm glad we could help, Katie. That's a hard day for you, probably. So glad we were here. I hope we help. Sue says she used to live next door to Pinnistone. Well, you be careful how I say that. It kind of looks like penis stone. I'm sure you don't say that, right? But yeah, sorry for your loss, Katie. I'm glad we were here. I'm glad it helped. So that's what I found about why y'all eat turkey for Christmas and how that came about. I was wondering because it's, you know, it's a native North American animal. Apparently also I found that William Strickland in 1526 brought the first turkeys to the UK and sold them in Bristol. He made a business out of it. I don't know if you care, but we were talking about it yesterday. And let's see. Besides that, that's all I got. I know I left a lot out, but I could look up every place in the UK. I focused on just the ones I reacted to so far. Last thing on my list is, you know, I have Thanksgiving on Thursday, and on Wednesday, I know y'all don't celebrate, but on Wednesday, I'll be baking all of my Thanksgiving desserts. And I've asked, I want to make Christmas pudding, and if anyone has an authentic, you know, your Christmas pudding, I'm going to make it for my Thanksgiving, maybe record it and put it on my channel. Thunder. And, but if anyone I mean, I look it up online, I see a recipe. Sometimes they send me non-authentic recipes when I look them up. So if anyone has an authentic recipe for Christmas pudding, you can email it to me. My email is on my page description. For that matter, you can email me anything you want. I like to talk with y'all there too. But I want some authentic recipes for your Christmas desserts. It doesn't have to be Christmas pudding. Anything that you would eat for a dessert on Christmas, if you could email it to me before Wednesday, I'm going to try to make a few for our Thanksgiving dinner and make some videos of me cooking and trying them. So that's it. I kind of rushed through that, and I missed a lot of your comments, so sorry about that. Katie's having venison for Christmas? Where do you get your venison? It's big here in Texas, venison. But it's not sold in stores generally. Do you sell it there in stores? Oh, Carol's got to go. She's going to have to clean after all. Anyway, looking forward to having Sean on my Thursday live stream taking over. And that's my Christmas, and I really asked him to do it to make the load a little lighter on me because I got so much going. If I don't have to do hours of research for a live stream that day, it's a big. So again, Sean, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to it. So I guess I'm going to sign off. I do always enjoy seeing you. I think you enjoy chatting with each other. I do have a day off, so I don't know, I might get a few more reactions recorded today. I got to get to the ones June asked for. I'm looking forward to that. And if you do want to request a video, you just go to my Buy Me a Coffee page. Link in my page description. I always do those first. So, Ginga, Sean, Katie, Roy, you still there? Ben, Nathan, the new people that joined today, it's good to see you. I hope your day is great. Sue, you have a great day. Brian, you have a great day. I'm scrolling through. I can't remember your name exactly. All Black something. Good to see you. You mentioned sending me some photos. You can post those photos up on my community page, or you can email them to me directly. But I always love getting some photos. Yeah, that's All Shades of Black. Good, nice to have you. Nice to have you. Geo Man, I don't think I've seen you before, but good to see you. Hope you have a great day. I don't know if I mentioned Katie, but Katie, you know, I'll be thinking about you today, and I'll be sending you good thoughts. I don't think it's common for you to say in your country, but here we would say sending prayers, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I think that's it. Oh, Gil Fox, I didn't see you before, but glad you're here. I always enjoy seeing you. I hope you have a good day. Maria, I didn't notice you before, but I was thinking about you yesterday. As you know, we were chatting. The Grinch, I always like seeing the Grinch. Hope you have a good day. I know I missed a lot of comments, so I'm looking back to see who's even here. But y'all, Nathan, if I didn't say it, and Ben, of course, Sean. All of y'all have a good day. And Wayne from Dallas, Texas, signing off. Enjoy your day. Thanks for coming.